Thrones fans. It's me, Anna.
Jasmine.
Zach.
Renee.
And today we're watching Game of Thrones Season 5. It's Season 5 already. Dang. Season 5, Episode 8. Yeah, you watched Episode 7 without me. Because...
And 6.
And 6. And 7.
That's what you get for going down to Detroit and winning robotics.
Well, we didn't really win.
You won the Chairman Award.
We got Chairman's, which is like the best award you can get. We may not have had the best robot, but we got the best award. I have the medal at home.
Next.
Esmond cried. It's like, I'm so happy. He's a junior. Okay. So, what all happened in the last episode?
Cersei's in jail. Cersei's in jail.
Yeah, that cult pretty much took over King's Landing.
Oh, yeah.
Jon and that dude went up above the wall to go meet with the wildlings. Yeah, and then Ramsay raped Sansa, and then they Reek watch and killed that one old lady.
That was in 7.
Yeah, but like this basically what we did yesterday. And then Reek needs to die because he's too far gone. Yeah.
Jorah and Tyrion got caught by pirates and they were sold in a fighting pit. And then Jorah came up and beat all the dudes, trying to impress Dany. And then Tyrion finally met Dany. He's like, I am your gift.
That was cool.
Yes. And Bronn was almost killed by the 3 weird ladies because of the poison on their thingy, and the only antidote she had on her necklace after she was like, who is the most beautiful lady in the world? Peep! You're gonna die now. Close.
Yeah, and he's like, you are, and he got it.
Yeah.
I think she was just messing with him.
Those were the sand snakes.
For shizzle.
So they're Obara, Nymeria, and Teen.
Well,
Wasn't the one that was doing that Teen?
Yeah, that was Teen.
That was Teen.
I think it was really funny when he's like, you fight pretty well for a little girl. And she's like, ah! Ree!
Yeah, she got mad, and that was pretty funny.
Melisandre was like, hey Stannis, kill your daughter. And he's like, fuck is wrong with you? No!
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I don't remember which episode that was from.
Probably 6.
I think that was episode 7.
Was it 7?
It was one of the two anyway.
Yeah.
Well, it could have been number 6. They kind of merged together.
Oh, yes. Especially when you start watching them back to back like that, no time in between.
Yeah, something on the computer.
That's most
Anything
of it.
else, or are we ready to go?
I mean,
I'm ready.
Cersei took Marjorie some food and she freaked out. I would too.
Yeah, Marjorie's not too happy with Cersei right now.
She probably poisoned the food.
I'm really, yeah, that's what I thought. Like, she better eat
Put
that
a whole
food.
bunch of laxatives in it.
Oh, that'd be worse than poison. Especially in a
I don't know
cell
that's
like
poison.
that.
I poison, you'd just die. Laxative, you'd sit there and have to pee on yourself a bunch.
Pee? That's not what laxatives do.
Laxative make you pee. They make you
Yeah.
poop.
No.
Laxative makes you poop?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you never watched Dumb and Dumber?
No, never in my life.
Really?
What?
Yeah,
How
no.
have you know it's Dumb and... Oh my god, really?
I spent most of my early childhood watching Blue's Clues.
That's
It
depressing.
isn't a kid movie, but...
Dumb and Dumber?
Well, once I got older, I just read all the time. That's all I did. I used to read like adult novels.
I read too, and I've still seen Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, Renee, like,
everyone,
I have
I
a
used to read a
literal-
ton. I watched Dumb and Dumber.
I have a small library in my room, and I've seen Dumb and Dumber. You know what? I live a very sheltered life.
Now people are going to want to watch a Dumb and Dumber reaction.
Yeah,
Because I tell you what, that's a great movie.
that'd be really funny. You gotta do that now.
That's a laugh out loud movie.
I'm ready to watch.
All right, ready to go?
Yeah.
The cat?
I killed my mother, Joanna Lannister, on the day I was born. I killed my father, Tywin Lannister, with a bolt to the heart. I am the greatest Lannister killer of our time.
So I should welcome you into my service because you murdered members of your own family.
It's too soon to know if you deserve my service.
She'd rather return to the fighting pits. Just say the word.
When I was a young man, I heard a story about a baby born during the worst storm in living memory. She had no wealth, no lands, no army, only a name. She was eventually sold off to some warlord on the edge of the world, and that appeared to be that. And then, a few years later, the most well-informed person I knew told me that this girl, without wealth, lands, or armies, had somehow acquired all three in a very short span of time, along with 3 dragons.
And very large dragons.
Killing and politics aren't always the same thing. When I served as Hand of the King, I did quite well with the latter, considering the king in question preferred torturing animals to leading his people. I could do an even better job, advising a ruler worth the name, if that is indeed what you are.
So you want to advise me? What would you have me do with him?
Whomever Sir Jorah was when he started informing on you, he is no longer that man. Did he have an opportunity to confess his betrayal?
Yes. Many opportunities.
And did he?
No. So I should kill him.
A ruler who kills those devoted to her is not a ruler who inspires devotion. You're going to need to inspire, but you cannot have him by your side when you do.
Remove Sir Jorah from the city.
Rip Jorah. We shouldn't kill him, I guess. You can't really do anything about that, though.
My face will be the last thing you see.
She really deserves that.
I turn left onto Moonsinger Lane. Turn left onto Rackman Lane, where I do most of my trade.
Oh, no, it's very impressive. She will turn right and go to Rackman Harbour.
What will she do there?
She will see.
See what? Rest in the city.
You wouldn't lie to an old man, would you? Very nice. Give me 4 with vinegar.
Here, take it. You have to. After your children. What will they do? We've nothing without me.
The man is a gambler. He wagers that a sailor's ship will make it to the cess.
If the captain dies, Thin Man pays his family a lot of money.
But perhaps the gambler loses his bet and decides he doesn't have to pay after all. A destitute woman and her small child. What can they do to such a man if he keeps their money for himself? A girl named Lana will return to the docks. She will watch the gambler. She will come to know as much about him as she knows about herself.
And then what?
A gift for the Thin Man.
What is that, poison?
She's not ready.
Perhaps she is, perhaps she's not.
And if she's not?
It is all the same to the many-faced god.
The High Sparrow will be presenting a substantial case against you.
The charges?
Fornication, treason, incest, the murder of King Robert.
All lies.
Of course. My concern is that the faith does not adhere to the same standards of proof as the Crown.
Anyone from Jamie?
No, I'm afraid not. Your Grace, Grand Maester Purcell has summoned your Uncle Kevin back from Casterly Rock to serve as Hand of the King. He now presides over the small castle. He remains in his chambers. His servants often find his food in the hall, left untouched.
You need to talk to him. You need to talk to my son and tell him to come and see me, come and see his mother.
That's right, Your Grace. He won't see me, he won't see anyone.
I can't stay. I made him. I rose him up from nothing. I will not kneel before some barefooted common and beg his forgiveness.
Goodbye, my queen. The work continues.
Why did you tell him, Luke?
I was helping you. You wanted to escape. There is no escape. He knows everything. He hunted him and caught him and strapped him to the cross and cut away piece after piece until there was no beyond left.
Good. If it weren't for you, I'd still have a family. If I could do what Ramsay did to you here right now, I would.
Understandable.
Got it.
I deserved everything. Killed those boys.
They weren't those boys, they were Bran and Rickon. They were your brothers. You've known them since they were born.
They were only...
Only what?
I can't.
Tell me.
I can't, not unless the master's
Tell me, they weren't what?
They weren't.
Tell me why Bran and Rickon should be gone while you still breathe the air. Tell me to my face, Theon, tell me that they weren't your brothers, Bran and Rickon.
It was too far, boys. I killed them and burned them so no one would know.
Do you know where they went, Bran and Rickon?
I can't talk to you anymore.
Theon, you have to tell me. Do you have any idea where they
Not Theon, break!
All we have to do is wait for them to freeze, starve, and mutiny. You disagree?
Stannis isn't from the north. You are from. I think you're missing an opportunity to show the people of the north how House Bolton treats southern invaders. But we hit first and hit hard, and we were feast for the crows.
The smart commander does not abandon a defensive advantage. As long as we stay behind these walls, they can't touch us.
I don't need an army. I need 20 good men.
Have you decided yet whether you're going to have me killed?
It's probably my safest option. And what would your father have done?
My father, who publicly sentenced me to death. I'd say his thoughts on having me killed were abundantly clear.
Is that why you killed him?
We'll need more wine than this.
I know what my father was. What he did. I know the Mad King earned his name.
Two terrible children of two terrible fathers.
I'm terrible.
I've heard stories.
Why did you travel to the far side of the world to meet someone terrible?
To see if you were the right kind of terrible.
Which kind is that?
The kind that prevents your people from being even more so. And you agreed to marry someone you loathe for the greater good. Very impressive. My own sister married someone she loathed as well. Though not by choice, and certainly not for the greater good, God forbid. She ended up having him killed.
Perhaps it won't come to that.
It's not impossible that Varys was right about you after all.
Varys? King Robert's spy master?
Yes, he's the one who convinced me to come find you.
For 20 years, the Spider oversaw the campaign to find and kill me.
He did what he had to do to survive. He did a lot of other things as well, things he didn't have to do. I suspect he's the main reason you weren't slaughtered in your crib.
But you trust him?
Yes, oddly. He may be the only person in the world I trust. I'd given up on life. Until Varys convinced me you might be worth living for. You chop off my head. Well, my final days were interesting.
I'm not going to kill you.
So if I'm not going to be murdered and I'm not going to be banished...
You're going to advise me. While you can still speak in complete sentences.
Favorite line.
Advise you on what?
How to get what I want.
The Iron Throne. There's more to the world than Westeros, after all. How many hundreds of thousands of lives have you changed for the better here? Perhaps this is where you belong, where you can do the most good. When you get back to your home, who supports you?
The common people.
Let's be generous and assume that's going to happen. Here in Slaver's Bay, you have the support of the common people, and only the common people. House Targaryen is gone. Not a single person who shares your blood is alive to support you.
This one's on top, then that one's on top, and on it spins, crushing those on the ground.
It's a beautiful dream. Stopping the wheel. You're not the first person who's ever dreamt it.
I'm not going to stop the wheel. I'm going to break the wheel.
You said whoever wins will fight to the great pit in front of the Queen.
I won. If I win the great bid, how much can you sell me for? Let me fight for her, and I belong to you.
What?
He's selling himself into slavery so he can fight for Danny. Confessing to incest, treason.
Confess. I can make sure you die in the most hideous way imaginable. And all I do is sit here imagining hideous ways for you to die.
It's not really a confession if you just sit there and starve them.
Oh my.
Does it hurt?
No. How are you?
I'm not the one who got punched and kicked in the face.
Who's there?
Ollie.
Come in.
Wanted to ask you something. If you got the time. It's about the Lord Commander.
Yes?
He's going up to Hardhome to save all them wildlings. Wildlings killed my mum and dad. And they slaughtered us. So why is he saving them?
Wildlings are people. Just like us, there are good ones and bad ones.
The one he's travelling with. The one with the red beard.
I've seen the army of the dead. I've seen the White Walkers, and they come in for us, for all the living. We'll need every last man we can find.
But what if we let the wildlings through the gates and they cut our throats while we sleep?
John's taking a risk.
You believe that?
With all my heart. Try not to worry, Ollie. I've been worrying about John for years. He always comes back.